welcome back to Inside Gaming for Monday.
Yeah, Monday! Let's do it!
Welcome back. We missed you. Your first news story for today: the PS4 is the fastest selling console ever in the history of everything.
All of it.
If you ever owned a thing, the PlayStation 4 outsold it.
The PlayStation 4 is the fastest selling console of all time in the UK.
For now, yeah.
In the UK.
Because that's where it came out. This is according to GFK, the Chart Track Home Entertainment place.
What?
Where they find stuff from, it's a market research firm. Whatever.
Oh, okay, all right.
English people name things weird.
So while ChartTrack didn't release specific numbers, they claim that PS4 sales beat the previous record of 185,000 units, which actually belonged to the PSP. That long ago.
What? Did you not learn your lesson the first time?
Yeah, weird.
Why would you buy the PSP?
I resold one on eBay.
MCV UK gets a little bit closer, though, providing specific figures stating that over 250,000 PS4 consoles sold in the first 48 hours.
Wow.
On the market.
It's really, really good. So that's all well and good, but here's the real question. How badly did it beat that Xbox One? I hate that stupid machine, right?
We got,
yeah. Boo!
Flame on.
No, yeah, whatever. It beat it pretty badly, actually. MCV also reports the Xbox One sold around 150,000 units versus the 250,000 units PS4 sold in its first 2 days.
But here's the real kicker. Both consoles have already beaten the Wii U in the UK, which has been out for more than a year.
Oh, jeez.
Way to kick them when they're down.
Eurogamer reports that life-to-date sales for the Wii U are at 150,000.
Well,
that's really sad.
Enjoy Mario.
Oh.
It's probably just collecting dust.
Jeez.
We're waiting for Zelda, we sure is. It's also important to remember that this doesn't address the stock or availability,
right,
which could have a much bigger effect on sales than the market interest.
So really, honestly, PlayStation 4 is the fastest selling console of all time because remember, it sold 1 million units in 1 day here just in North America, while the Xbox One sold in 13 territories. And then it outsold the Xbox One in the UK. So at this point, PS4 is the fastest selling console of all time.
But Japan has still not got the PlayStation 4, and when it does,
it's going to be even faster selling.
You ever seen Evangelion? That's gonna happen. There's gonna be a big explosion, and we're all gonna live underground and fight robots.
On your trailers, the Batman Arkham Origins initiation trailer. James,
Yeah.
This is what you wanted, James.
Yeah. It should have been in the game in the beginning, and then you would have bought Batman Arkham Origins and not hated it.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's Batman as a ninja.
He's a ninja.
It's Bruce Wayne with a beard. And he fights ninjas, he jumps in.
Did this game come out 100 years ago?
That feels like it.
Why are we still watching trailers for a game from 100 years ago? Because it all takes place on Christmas Eve! Shut up!
He's a 19.
Can we stop joking around from this episode? I gotta move my car.
You don't have a car. It was stolen.
I have a rental.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I have
Your
a
car
Hyundai
goes-
Sonata.
I thought you were
yeah.
joking.
That was the equivalent of that Arrested
I
Development
felt
show.
so bad for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your wife is dead.
It's a great pat on the back to all the people that have put in a lot of man hours.
All the categories are full of so many amazing things that came out this year.
Honestly, it's the fans.
That's why we make the games. It's an absolute privilege.
And we've got an open bar.
PlayStation Store's holiday sale. Discounts of up to 50% off and 75% off for PlayStation Plus members.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Dev for Tuesday. Hi.
Oh yeah! I can't believe it's Tuesday already. Let's do this. Oh
And
wow!
your first news story today, we're talking about how you can mod your Xbox One.
Already?
Well, yes,
Okay.
but don't do it
Why not?
because
It'll void the warranty.
the benefits do not. Whatever. First up, you can actually mod. This is not really a mod. You can replace the hard drive.
Right.
So it is a modification, but whatever. This isn't craft holes or whatever. So while the hard drive in the Xbox One isn't meant to be replaced, you can actually do so by opening up the case and replacing the internal hard drive.
Right. This info comes from YouTube user Brian Williams.
That's what he's doing now.
Oh.
Wait, who's Brian Williams?
I don't know. Who posted a guide on how to format a hard drive for Xbox use and a video comparing hard drive performance. This does void your warranty on the Xbox One, so be careful.
So don't do it.
Probably not.
And also you have to reformat the new hard drive to actually be compatible with the Xbox One, which becomes a little bit of a complication, especially since it involves Linux.
Lawrence, what's Linux?
The nerdiest thing in the goddamn world.
That's what I thought. Unsurprisingly, a solid-state drive improves load times, of course, of the console, but not by much. On an SSD, the Xbox boots in 46 seconds rather than 50 seconds with the stock hard drive. And Call of Duty Ghosts loaded in about 27 seconds on a solid-state drive, as opposed to the 33.5 seconds on the stock hard drive.
But you know what I can do in those 10 seconds?
What?
I could Google Brian Williams.
True.
I could find out what Brian Williams is doing right now.
Yep.
I could tune into the Joel hole and find out where in the world Troy Baker is right now.
As you can see, the performance improvement is really hardly worth the time, cost, and risk of swapping your hard drive. But I mean, go for it. If you got the Death Wish and you got the Xbox One, why not?
People like to tinker with things.
Yeah.
Speaking of tinkering, you can also enable the developer settings on your Xbox One.
So this is a kind of a weird thing because GameTuts released a video showing how to enable developer settings on the Xbox, but it really doesn't do much.
Right, in response, Microsoft said to Engadget, changing the settings in this menu is only intended for developers for Xbox One, and this alone does not turn the console into a development kit.
That's weird.
We strongly advise consumers against changing these settings, as it could result in their Xbox One becoming unusable.
Well, that's bad. So it doesn't look like there really is any advantage to enabling developer settings on the Xbox, but not to mention that it's Microsoft's goal to turn everybody's Xbox One into a dev kit at some point. So, I mean, we should probably just wait, right?
Yeah, if you want to make those apps, kids.
They do.
I want to make app kids.
They do.
What?
How do you do that?
When a mother loves a father and the father's tired.
On your game release week brought to you by
Bruce, what?
Bro.
Team.
Bill.
Are you wearing their shirt?
Oh, no. Take two.
On your game release week brought to you by
Team.
No.
It's really bad.
Bro.
Team.
Bill.
Thank you.
Do you like video games, friend? I know you do. So why not take this opportunity to fuck off? Look at this thing. You like Assassin's Creed, but you're stupid? Why not get this instead of the actual game you want? You don't get to play it on any real system either. So that's pretty good. And what do you know? This thing updates your Facebook for you too with dumb shit you've done in the game. I bet. I don't know. I'm a fucking genius. I don't look at stuff like this. This is more up my alley hole. Look at that. In no other game can you be so bored that you look at this game. Think you can be as captivated by nothing as this guy? Ooh. Here's a new racing game on the system you sold already. We get it. The car goes. Why do you make these still? Space Hulk, they're rebooting the Hulk again, but it's not on a thing that you're gonna play anyway. And last and least is Minecraft Mario with swords. And players who wreck the game, they don't build the things you want to build. They don't eat the people you want to eat. And unfortunately, they will buy a PS Vita, just like you did, you dink!
No trailers today, but we are going to be talking about the IGA's Gamer Choice Awards.
Whoa, what? Well, you can go vote right now. You got 28 hours to vote for the best game of the year.
That's relevant. This video will never get old.
So Dota 2 is actually beating Last of Us by 6,000 votes right now.
So if you can get over there and you spam the button, you can go nuts.
You can
Because
actually-
right now there's 160,000 votes.
What?
That have been cast so far.
That's crazy.
And you have unlimited votes. It's just like America.
Guys, you ready to make internet history today with this newscast?
This is not internet history.
Are you guys ready to change the face of games journalism once again? You guys are journalists.
We're not journalists.
Who told you that? They're a liar.
You guys keep journals, man.
True.
Dream journals.
Our shit show aired again.
Fucking stupid.
Dear Diary, what the fuck? Love, Adam.
It's a great pat on the back to all the people that have put in a lot of man hours.
All the categories are full of so many amazing things that came out this year.
Honestly, it's the fans.
That's why we make the games. It's an absolute privilege.
And we've got an open bar.
PlayStation Store's holiday sale. Discounts of up to 50% off and 75% off for PlayStation Plus members.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Together for Wednesday. Hello.
Yeah, but God!
Did I break the door?
Yeah!
Your ass. First thing started today, we're talking about Fallout 4 and is it getting a reveal teaser this week?
There are so many rumors. They started way back in January of 2013 when Eric Todd Dellums, voice of 3 Dog in Fallout 3, tweeted the following. To all my Fallout 3 and 3 Dog fans, there may be more of the dog coming, fingers crossed!
But then, 6 months later, Dellums clarified that the project he referred to had nothing to do with Bethesda, saying, new game is not with my friends at Bethesda, fingers still crossed on working with them again. Thanks for the good wishes,
Oh, jeez.
3 fans.
And then, Lawrence, why don't you take the next Eric Todd Dellums tweet?
Well, for the past 3 months, he's been tweeting out old-timey, like Frank Sinatra-style songs, which you would think is Fallout-ish.
Sure.
But then again, he said, I'm just a lucky voice actor and Fallout fans with his fingers crossed. So he doesn't know anything about the future of Fallout, despite all the teasing he's doing.
What other voice acting has he done besides Fallout?
That's a good question.
Exactly. Let's get to the next part of the rumor. About 3 weeks ago, a mysterious website, the Survivor2299.com, popped up, which apparently was registered by Bethesda.
But it's likely a hoax as the domain is registered through GoDaddy, and the registered domain traces back to Poland.
Which isn't even a country anymore.
Well, they're usually traditional tricksters over in Poland, typically.
Then, even more stuff happened. A Fallout 4 trademark was filed with the Trademarks and Designs Registration Office of the European Union. They're the same place where Half-Life 3 was registered.
That's right.
And that turned out to be a hoax.
That was also a hoax, so that was just recently withdrawn on November 27th, so we kind of knew it was a hoax. That's why we didn't report on it on IG originally, so we were wondering about that.
Right.
And it was a hoax.
But the reason why all these Fallout 4 rumors are coming up most likely are because Fallout 4 is right around the corner.
It's gotta be.
Bethesda Studios has been working on something since Skyrim, since 2011, and there's no way that the entire team is working on just DLC.
No, there's no way. Rob, they've got to be working on it, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to hear.
So much clearer.
I know. 2 years of development is about right to announce the next project, which will most likely be a next-gen project on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. In April of this year, Bethesda announced on the Beth blog that they're finished making content for Skyrim and moving on to our next adventure.
Beth sounds like a fat woman.
Nope, it was the Bethesda blog.
Bleth. And the reason why we believe a teaser is right about to happen was 3 years ago, almost to the day, Skyrim was revealed at the VGAs. So wouldn't Bethesda tease Fallout 4 at the VGXXXs this Saturday night?
I think you are correct, sir.
I hope so, because otherwise it's just going to be a Dark Souls trailer. So with all this said, we still don't know exactly what's going to happen. We're pretty confident something's going to happen soon, this week. Fingers crossed. But for more information, we're going to this picture of Todd Howard to get some more information. Todd, what can you tell us?
My name's Todd Howard.
Right,
You may have heard of me from other such things as things and stuff. What do you want to know?
Todd, that's not information. You need to
Fallout 4.
Right, when is it going to happen, Todd?
It doesn't exist because there's no Fallout 3. They gotta make 3 before they make 4.
Todd, you made Fallout 3.
Which one was that one?
The one you made.
742?
On to your one and only trailer, the Saints Row 4 Hey Ash, What You Playing pack. This is probably the best Saints Row 4 trailer I've ever seen.
I didn't watch it, but I watched Bruce watch it, and that was entertaining.
Ash is amazing. She's fantastic. And Ash masturbates. In the video. She masturbates in the video.
What's the difference? We played last night with Dan, who is the most amazing helicopter pilot we've ever played with. He will be off somewhere else. He was doing something. We're doing like Conquest, right?
Yeah.
He's off somewhere else doing something else on the map. And then we're like, oh, we need to go to A zone. Be right there. And you see this helicopter swoop in, and he just lands perfectly. He's like, get in, hop in. He flies you over as doing a tactical maneuver around a plane.
It drops us off. It was like Delta Force shit.
Yeah, and then the commander noticed we were doing better, and he's like, ooh, these guys get
They
packages.
start giving us supply drops.
Yeah, he made us like team number 1. Like, we're the special kids.
Hey, number 1.
Hey, but this is a video game. It's fake.
It's a great pat on the back to all the people that have put in a lot of man hours.
All the categories are full of so many amazing things that came out this year.
Honestly, it's the fans.
That's why we make the games. It's an absolute privilege.
And we've got an open bar.
PlayStation Store's holiday sale. Discounts of up to 50% off and 75% off for PlayStation Plus members.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Instagram Another Thursday. Hi!
Oh, we made it past the IGAs!
Last night we celebrated the Inside Gaming X Awards, and we're going to talk about the winners today, in case you missed the show.
All right, so first, let's start with the best cooperative multiplayer. We said...
Battle What? You go.
We said it was Battle Block Theater.
We sure did.
Nice job, Battle Block.
Moving on next, we got the best competitive multiplayer. This is where people shoot each other. This went to Battlefield 4.
Yeah, nice job. We argued a lot about this one.
We sure did. Polygon may be changing their score every other day, but we like the game because it's fun online and we shoot army mans.
On to your best sound winner, a game I didn't even really like that much. The Last of Us. Naughty Dog, very good.
Next, best art, winner, BioShock Infinite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. That was it. Is that it? All right.
Most immersive game, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Most immersive game, Grand Theft Auto 5!
Best story because we're all closet racists goes to BioShock Infinite.
Yeehaw!
Some of us aren't closeted about it. Hey guys, Joel here, and best voice acting for this year's Inside My Award goes to The Last of Us. Is that what you wanted?
Oh, I want any more.
More voice acting.
And the award for best voice acting goes to The Last of Us!
Best additional content, StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm, Blizzard Entertainment.
Best indie game, Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien Gauging Games.
Way to go! Woo! And the winner for best trailer goes to who, Rob Smith?
Cyberpunk 2077 teaser trailer, CD Projekt Red.
More robotic than usual. And last, and certainly least, Game of the Year.
No, Game of the Year.
I've never even understood that saying.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
The game.
Yeah!
And the winner for Gamer's Choice went to
Battlefield 4!
So there you go. Those are all of our winners. You may not agree, but you're wrong.
It's true.
Or you're right.
Nope, they're wrong.
Whatever, it's the internet. Everyone's got an opinion. And the winner for Gamer's Choice went to Grand Theft Auto 5!
Civ 5.
Civ 5 wasn't nominated.
Well, there's your problem.
Joel's not feeling it.
Nobody's.
Because no one wanted.
Well, you so disrespected protein pill in the last thing. How am I supposed to get interested in what you're doing if you're not going to respect material yourselves?
Maybe if you show us a little bit of skin. Oh, sorry.
PlayStation Store's holiday sale. Discounts of up to 50% off and 75% off for PlayStation Plus members.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the second for Friday.
It's Friday!
Yes! Your first news story for today, Battlefield 4, it's broken.
Oh boy, on so many different platforms even.
I forgot that it launched on everything this year.
Yeah, it's on literally everything right now.
And I can only play it one place, but apparently it ain't working.
It's experiencing a host of problems. So at launch, Battlefield 4 had server stability issues on almost every platform. I know we did the first day when we started playing.
Right.
But they fixed it on PC, and now it's practically perfect for us.
That's our whole experience.
Correct.
Because we have been playing on PC and we haven't noticed really any issues because that's our platform of choice. So sorry, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3, and Game Boy Advance users.
There are a lot of problems with crashes and disconnects. The PlayStation 4 version seems especially troubled right now.
Yes.
People report corrupted save files, lockups, crashes, disconnects, and broken server browsers.
Wow. A random person on the internet even went out to say EA should be ashamed of this shit.
Oh boy, that's a problem.
Who said that?
Man on internet.
Was it Todd Howard?
Wait! Battlefield 4! That's quite a game! I wish I could play it!
Currently, they are rolling out a patch for the one-hit kill bug that made it seem like you got killed before you even had a chance to see the person shooting at you. I ran into it maybe once.
I don't know.
Most recently, though, the China Rising DLC has caused many headaches for the Xbox and the PC users. Right now, Xbox owners were unable to download the recent China Rising DLC altogether, and for a while, right around the time it was released.
Yep. Even now, some Xbox users just can't join a China Rising server at all after downloading and installing the DLC. So PC users are also getting booted shortly after joining those servers. Lawrence, why don't you read the quote? Read it. Lawrence.
And then interestingly enough, EA stock also dropped because apparently Battlefield problems are that bad.
What?
After announcing that DICE has suspended all development on all other projects until Battlefield 4 is fixed, EA stock price dropped by 6.5%.
Now, I guess, could that be coincidental, Rob Smith, or?
It could be coincidental, but it could also indicate that the shareholders know that it's going to cost a damn sight more to fix than they'd expected.
Right.
That affects the bottom line and the profitability of Battlefield 4 to investors.
So in a note to investors today, Stern AG analyst Arvind Bhatia said the longer the server issues persist, the more financial pain EA is likely to endure.
In reaction, EA issued a statement saying the work being done to stabilize Battlefield 4 does not impact our release schedule for future titles.
Oh good, I was worried.
To apologize, DICE ran a double XP week in Battlefield 4, but at this rate, it's really not enough.
Lawrence, what do they need to do to make up for all this? I I think he said we all get China Rising for free.
I think that's what the subtitle said.
I think that's what it was.
That and more handies. But what about you guys? What kind of glitches are you running into? What kind of problems? Personally for me, this is the one I really hate. If you die,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and then you want to go to your loadout,
Yeah.
and while you're checking out your loadout and someone revives you,
Yeah.
you're stuck. You're done.
You're frozen.
That's it.
You have to disconnect from the server and join again, right?
Yeah. I still put like 45 hours in the game. This is a lot of fun.
I'm sorry, buddy. You have a real hard life.
Like I put 33 hours into beta.
Real life.
I'm having fun with it.
It's like you're poor, can't eat, sleep.
Next up, moving over to your trailer for today, we have Omerta. City of Gangsters.
Phil, is this a pick? Say woo. Woo! All right.
That's all?
There's people on fire in this. They shoot at cops. There is a mob.
Sounds really good.
They love Dota 2, all right? Just let them love Dota 2.
I will.
Minecraft is the most competitive multiplayer game.
Sure.
You've ever done a spleef tournament, bro?
What's a spleef?
Spleef is when you have an arena that's made of ice in Minecraft or snow, and you run around with a bunch of...
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Friday.
Shut up, you nerd! Stop it!
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
They're having a lot of problems with crashes and disconnects. Dicks. Dicks.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the 2014 Jeep Patriot.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Monday. Look, the first story today, the NSA is spying on you when you're cybering with young people in World of Warcraft.
I knew it!
All this time.
So according to documents obtained by the UK outlet The Guardian, the NSA and its UK sister agency, the GCHQ,
Government Communications Headquarters,
have been monitoring online games like World of Warcraft, Second Life, and even Xbox Live.
But no, that's where I talk about my plans.
Nope, they're monitoring that, I'm sorry.
Oh, these leaked documents depict gaming as a possible place for terroristic or criminal activity.
So as documents describe, criminals often rely on communication features common to online games, so alternate identities, voice and text communications, and masked ways to exchange money. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm a bad guy now.
Yeah,
Thanks, Internet. According to the report, to monitor online behavior, spies created characters in these games to monitor communications and even tried to recruit informants.
It's so weird, people doing that in World of Warcraft.
You a rat?
Apparently so. I had
Pussy Destroyer 86, are you a rat?
We don't know the extent of this monitoring or if or how much data has been recorded. So that's sort of the result of this this whole report is we don't really know what's been done with it or if they've discovered anything.
Right, but according to Blizzard, this was done completely without their notification or their permission. They said, I quote, "We are unaware of any surveillance taking place." This is a spokesperson from Blizzard Entertainment. "If it was, it would have been done without our knowledge or permission."
Which is kind of interesting because before Microsoft actually did know when Prism and the NSA were spying, and they came to Microsoft and asked them to surveil, and they did that.
Right, Microsoft, Google, Sony, everyone who has anything was basically asked, and they complied.
Yep.
Otherwise, you go to terrorist jail.
And Blizzard did not know, so interesting. Also, according to Prism, the NSA can only monitor communications of non-Americans or those who are explicitly suspected of terroristic activity.
Like us. Wait.
No, I think we qualify as not being monitored.
I'm a white person who plays video games.
But you might be a terrorist.
Take me away.
The fact is, if you are playing games or doing anything online, it's probably monitored by someone.
Pretty much.
Whether it's the NSA or some other country's intel agency.
Right.
Watching this video.
It's like things on the internet are accessible by other people. This information is out there, readily available, and probably being recorded on 10 different hard drives. That's just kind of the sad world we live in right now.
So TLDR, don't be a terrorist, Lawrence. Lawrence, you're online right now. Everything you say is monitored. What do you think?
I'm thinking I gotta change the date of all of my weekend plans.
Why'd you buy all that fertilizer?
I like gardening.
The NSA was like,
never mind. He liked gardening.
Wait, hold on. I'm checking his Amazon wish list. He does like gardening.
He loves
Abort!
He loves begonias.
Moving on to your next story. Guess what? That Fallout 4 thing was actually a hoax.
We knew it.
Well, we knew the website was fake.
We said that. The guy who created it says, quote, "I know I'm a douche."
You sure are, buddy.
Yep.
Todd Howard, we thought we were gonna get something. What happened?
But I told you it was a hoax. Nobody listens to Todd Howard.
Well, I know, but I mean, you had the VGXs. Like there was like really not a lot of great trailers.
VGXs?
That was the thing.
Was that this weekend?
It was like this really cringe.
I stayed in this weekend. Too cold.
Todd Howard, what'd you do?
I snuggled up with a blanket, a hot chocolate, and Fallout 4.
Wait,
What?
You have Fallout 4?
Yeah, you just said it was
I mean, nothing.
On to your trailers. There's a lot, so we're going to rifle through them real quick. Here's a Titanfall Ogre reveal trailer.
There's also a Striker one, too.
That's cool.
The Division and the Snowdrop next-gen engine thing that showed a bunch of stuff. Look at it go.
Looks fucking amazing. It does. And then there's a thief channeling the primal. There's magic in the thief.
Yeah, let's move on. The Tales from the Borderlands, the Telltale game series. They got Borderlands being made by Telltale. You don't shoot stuff. Hence Jack's back.
And then there's also the Game of Thrones game. It's actually confirmed. It's another Telltale game.
It looks like the intro to the show.
We did it. Yeah, all right, sure.
I love it. And finally, you got The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. There's a man with spikes all over him.
He's really cool. He looks like Shredder.
It is Shredder. Holy shit.
I knew it. Ninja Turtles and Witcher 3 confirmed.
We just saved you from rewatching the VGX Cringe Fest. You just watched the trailers.
You guys didn't mention Cranky Kong.
Shut up!
Look, come on. Reggie, just give me something.
How about Cranky Kong?
Is there any exclusive DLC?
Cranky Kong.
Right. Can you tell us anything about Smash Brothers?
Cranky.
Is there a new Mario coming out?
Cranky.
How about some Zelda?
Kong.
Okay.
All right.
The numbers are dropping.
Nobody's watching it.
What numbers?
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the 2014 Jeep Patriot.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming for Tuesday. Hello,
It's
hi.
Tuesday.
And your first news story for today, Grand Theft Auto Online and GTA 5 are getting some DLC.
And it's free!
Some of it is.
That's true. Rockstar will release the Deathmatch and Race Creators beta this week. With this pack, players will be able to create their own death matches and races, which can be published on the Rockstar Games Social Club.
And then, of course, you can download matches from the Social Club and play them.
That's kind of neat.
Fun. Rockstar will even review user-generated content and pick out the best as Rockstar verified jobs. And the best part of this update, it is all free.
I already said that.
Oh yeah. Though you will have to link your Xbox gamertag or PSN network ID to your Social Club account, which takes about, I think, 45 minutes.
I thought it was 45 seconds.
That's not too bad.
Rockstar also plans to add the Capture game mode sometime in December, which they describe as a proper GTA twist on classic Capture the Flag.
It's like Capture the Flag with guns.
Up to 4 squads compete to steal trucks, buses, or drugs from their opponents' bases. They also shared their plans for 2014. Ooh.
Yes, which includes heists. GTA Online will finally be getting some co-op heists. This was easily the best part of the single-player game, and you will finally be able to perform co-op heists with other players.
I can't wait for that clusterfuck.
But included with that, there was some info about the story DLC.
Yeah, so we'll get to see the continued adventures of Michael, Franklin, and Trevor in southern San Andreas. So I guess the city, right? I mean, is that what they're referring to?
Possibly, or maybe they're getting the new piece of land will pop up Superman Returns style.
Wow, Superman Returns reference in Inside Gaming today. I like that.
They made more land. Also, as you may recall, in the single player, there's a bunch of casinos and racetracks that are currently empty.
Right.
So our hope is that gambling in a Las Venturas-style Vegas theme will be making its way back in.
I'm actually excited for this online co-op heist, as well as creating your own content. It's going to breathe new life into GTA Online.
I like all of it. It touches me good. What? In other news, it's the 20th anniversary of Doom.
So let's share our memories of Doom. I was 12 years old. It was cool.
I believe it was shareware. We picked it up at the grocery store, and the game gave me nightmares.
Rob Smith, why don't you share your memories of Doom?
Favorite game of all time. Most amazing thing ever to suddenly see another person moving on your screen and realize it was a real person controlling that virtual marine and then blowing the shit out of him with a shotgun.
I think you said the exact same thing about Metal Gear Solid 4.
I need to get new material.
I think Rob Smith is just a robot. Not actually a human.
On your game release week, bro!
Team!
This is the only video game you gotta know. Rush, the best game of the best band. Check out how similar this game is to the Canadian rock house best band of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's exactly good. Then check out this. So, should we make a comic book? No, it doesn't matter. It's on the piss ventriloquist, so no one's gonna play it anyway. So let's just put 70 porns in there. No one's gonna know. Who cares? Hey, here's that game you play on the shitter. They made another one of it. Oh, dude, another Angry Birds. You're gonna buy it anyway, so why should I tell you what it is? And here's another stupid game. You know, why should I buy this over any other of the things that came out this month? Well, that's pretty good. Okay, but let's see what you got for number 5. Touch to teleport. That's just fucking wacky. You're on some thin shit here. What else you got? 6 slots of trophies, dude. Including a platinum! Yes! I wanna die and live in this game!
All right, on to your trailers to get the Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero's night play mission. This is in honor of Rob Smith because he's on the show today.
It's all for you, Rob. All 15 minutes.
What do you think? Do you like it?
I enjoy every single last second. It's so pretty. This is a robot Rob Smith.
It's just like it.
Your second trailer today is another Metal Gear Solid 5 one for Ground Zeroes. This is Jemiah's Vu trailer.
And this is in honor of Rob Smith's death. He just died.
It's all for you, Raiden.
Sorry, he's dead.
It's pretty.
Oh no, he's not dead. He's back.
No, cool.
It's a robot.
You know, actual robots don't sound like robots anymore. Like Google Maps, it talks like a human. They can't say Kohanga. It says Kohanga.
Hey, Rob Smith.
Yes.
Can you do an American accent?
Oh, hell no. It sounds so ridiculous.
We do British accents for you all the time.
Give us something American.
Actually, when you do British accents, I do find it offensive, so it's really not for me.
Bugger off.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the 2014 Jeep Patriot.
Hey everyone, welcome to Inside Gaming Daily for
I'm so tired. Can I just? I don't want to do this anymore.
Help him!
Your first start for today, it was announced at the VG Extreme Awards.
Whoa,
that
cool.
Square is going to be announcing a re-release of Tomb Raider on next-gen consoles.
So the Tomb Raider was on the PC, and now it's going to be on the PS4 and on the Xbox One.
Totally.
All right.
So we got to thinking around here,
Sure.
hey,
Yeah.
if you can do that with that game, what could you do with other games that were on PC last generation that can be on this next generation today?
It should be really easy to port over because they're basically all PC architecture at this point.
Exactamundo!
Yeah.
So we here compiled a list of all the next-gen re-releases of games that
What we want! That's bad grammar.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
Devil May Cry, it was good on the PC, it looked pretty at 60 frames a second. Let's do that.
It's gonna look great on PS4. The next one, Crysis 3. This definitely needs to be on PS4 and Xbox One.
Damn
I think they can finally optimize this and make it perfect.
One of the most beautiful games of this year,
Yeah.
BioShock Infinite, should definitely make a re-return to this next generation of consoles.
It was really optimized already, so I think they could probably just make it even more perfect.
You just change one line of code. It's pretty easy. Get on it, Ken Levine.
You put this in the list. Skyrim!
Skyrim was amazing on PC. It is night and day compared to consoles. It needs a re-release.
And Lawrence, you said they could just drop a bunch of texture packs on it, right?
Yeah, they already released them on PC. There's no reason they couldn't just include them on the disc.
Well then.
That's a perfect example.
Also, the genitalia mods for all the horses. Throw those in there too.
I agree. Up next, Far Cry 3, and then of course Blood Dragon. We need both of those on the next gen systems.
Yeah, while a very pretty game on consoles, it looked amazing on PC. This one's a joke. Aliens, Colonial Marines. It looks like shit on whatever system you have it on.
But maybe it'll actually look like the demo they showed before when they put it on PS4 and Xbox One.
I doubt it. It doesn't work that way. That's a game that doesn't exist. Next up, we got Max Payne 3, a game that was 30 gigabytes on the PC because of all the amazing textures that they had on it. It'd be great to see it again somewhere else. That's not a Xbox 360.
Batman Arkham Origins. The graphics were already really good on PC and on PS4 and Xbox One. Could they get any better? Do you think?
I don't think it works that way.
No. Okay. All right.
Because PC here.
I know.
Next gen here.
That's what I'm saying.
We're already here.
Where are we?
We're here.
Well, where?
We want to.
I thought we were
We're
here.
gonna go here.
We're not there.
Next up, Sam Fisher's re-return with a completely different voice and Splinter Cell.
I would like to play this co-op with my PS4 and Xbox One friends. That'd be fun.
You don't have any friends.
Lawrence, take this next one.
Metro Last Light.
Why?
Yeah,
Everyone around in a Russian sewer, you want it to look good. Also, there's that one scene where you get a lap dance. That would be good with the rumble triggers.
Can you, for once, not compare a game to Call of Duty?
What?
Please stop. It's rude.
But it's exactly the same thing.
Lawrence, you said this too. Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Tell us
that game's dope.
Tell us
You get
why.
to fly around on a hoverboard. You get to
Back to the Future.
beat some robots to death with a stick. Imagine how great that would be on next gen. It'd be great.
It's just gonna be prettier. It got a re-release on PC this year, so hey, why not?
Fuck it.
Speaking of games that got a re-release as well, Deus Ex Human Revolution, the Director's Cut came out this year. That came out for the Wii U.
Hasn't this game been released like 4 times?
Why not? Because it's good.
Yeah, so we're gonna put it on PS4 and Xbox One now too?
Let's just play it again. We got nothing else in the meantime.
Fuck it, why not? And then there's also all the Mass Effects, all of them. Put them all. There's 7 of them, right?
Have you seen the games on PC?
10 Mass Effects?
Dude, Mass Effect 1, night and day.
Yeah, that's true. You're
Because
right.
it looked like kind of ran like shit on the 360. But pretty fucking pretty.
Up next, I put this one on the list, Arma 3.
Yeah, but that wasn't on consoles. Why would you want it on PS4?
Well, it's on PC, so again, you just add one line of code, and it goes straight to PS4 and Xbox One.
I think the game's having a hard enough time on PC as it is.
True.
Next up, we had a game that I enjoyed very much with the PhysX's. This is Borderlands 2.
This game actually looked really, really good. I was surprised at how good it was.
Yeah, it looks good on console, but it looks even better. That's the whole point of this list.
Dishonored. You put this on there.
That was for Rob.
Why Dishonored?
because it's a great game that everybody should play, and on more platforms mean more people can play it.
5 Cernies!
And The Witcher 2. This was widely regarded as one of the best-looking games on PC ever.
And then it came to consoles.
And then it was kind
Let's
of...
put it back on consoles.
Yeah, so we go back to the PS4 and the Xbox One. They're much stronger.
Also, the game always sells for like $7, so why not? But what about all of the Assassin's Creed games that have come out all the years?
There's like 40 of these games.
Yes.
We put them all together in a pack.
Oh.
Sell them for $5.
Really? $5, Ned? Bet? What's your name?
And then finally...
Of course.
GTA 5. This isn't on PC yet. We're hoping it's going to come to PC. And then once it does, it'll go to PS4 and Xbox One.
You already bought it this year. Get ready to buy it 3 more times.
Those sons of bitches.
It's going to be on your cell phone in like 2 years. That's cool. So that's it for our list of all the games that we want that are currently on PC that have next-gen looking graphics that come out onto the next generation of consoles. Did we miss anything? Please let us know.
We missed a lot. They're going to tell us.
There's plenty.
Psychonauts.
Shut up!
Oh yeah, Psychonauts.
Shut up! On to your trailers, the Elder Scrolls Online, War in Cyrodiil. Is that how I say it? War in Cyrodiil. But it has a release date now. It's coming to PC and Mac on April 4th. But then for all you console kiddies, it comes to PS4 and Xbox One in June. So that's 2 months later for console.
We just did an entire episode of why we want certain games to come to consoles, and now you're just backhanding them.
I'm sorry.
Why are you talking down to our audience?
I apologize.
Next up, we got Phil's pick of the day for some reason. This is Crimes and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes.
You gotta add S's to all of it. Crimes, Ends, Punishments, Sherlock Holmes.
Battered's, wives, trains,
Justices
stations.
and moralities. Why? Woo. Come on. Thank you. Jeez. Why is it a Phil's pick?
Get out of the way.
Can you define it?
I like the game series. It's fun.
And finally, the Saints Row 4, How the Saints Save Christmas.
Lars brought this one up. I don't think there's been a storyline Christmas-themed anything out ever.
What?
Since Stalin versus the Martians. I mean, this is the first one ever.
That can't be right. Somebody Google Christmas video games. There's got to be something.
Arkham Origins took place all around Christmas Eve.
This is Santa theme though, like that's actual Santa. Like this is like how the Grinch stole Christmas for video games.
Is it?
No.
Let's do it. There's no count, so actually.
I didn't realize that.
Phil,
can you do a Joel impression?
Not really.
Do something really offensive. Just
5, 4, 3, 2.
Joel's gonna be so mad when he sees this.
That's what he sounds like.
Wow.
He's got kind of a nasally voice.
We're not supposed to tell him that.
Well, he was doing his whole day.
5, 4, 3.
1 second.
Another world.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the 2014 Jeep Patriot.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Thursday. Hello!
Oh my gosh, it's Thursday! Wow.
It is Thursday, and your first news right for today, Fallout 4 has been confirmed!
Question mark?
Let's throw that on there for safety.
Yeah, because Kotaku was sent casting call documents from a reader, which they claim they verified to be real.
Right, but they don't say how they've actually verified that, which makes it a little bit more complicated.
So here's what that script says. It opens with the iconic war. War never changes.
Yeah, that'd be hard to fake. Who saw that one coming?
Oddly, the script has this as being said by the player rather than Ron Perlman, because before it was always narrated by Ron Perlman, so now it's narrated by the player.
Hellboy himself, also Beauty and the Beast. Bit of trivia for you. If nothing else, this does tell us that the player will be voiced this time around, which would be really strange.
Interesting. Kotaku also claims the script confirms that Fallout 4 will be set in Boston.
Yes, this was actually speculated, and that's why I think this might also be fake, because that's been going on for a while.
Oh.
I don't know. This also jives, though, with a rumor from a year ago, yes, that Bethesda has been scouting in Boston, doing research for Fallout 4.
Yep.
But that's also information that has been widely spread on the internet, so this would make it very easily to fake.
Well, Lawrence, there are a bunch of references to the Institute. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, that's correct. The Institute is basically the Fallout's version of MIT. So
Right.
they were in the Boston area looking at MIT, and then these scripts talk about the Institute, which is the Fallout 4's version of MIT. It all kind of connects together. Or it could have been made to look that way. It's hard to say.
So it sounds like all of us here, including Rob Smith, are you also skeptical about this?
No, I'm actually very positive. I think that this is all true, real, and genuine.
There you go. See,
He thinks we're talking about Doctor Who. He hasn't been paying attention.
Oh, yeah, you weren't talking about Doctor Who? Time Lord!
God damn it.
So I mean, I think, again, I'm kind of positive that Fallout 4, these casting documents are real. I think Kotaku sort of did their research and their homework on this one. So I'm hoping that it's real.
Fool me once,
yeah.
shame on
I
you.
know, I know.
Shame me twice.
I'm sorry, buddy.
What?
Kotaku, they didn't verify the documents. That's the one part of this story that I'm worried about. They didn't verify how they got them and if they're real, and they didn't tell us how they did that.
Right, I mean, you have to understand they got to keep their source
Of
protected
course, yeah,
if
no,
they
of
were going
course.
to do this. I bet their source was actually Todd Howard. Todd, did you actually leak the documents?
Ooh-wee! I can't believe Kotaku got my letter!
Why would you actually send it out this way? There was the countdown, Wasteland 2 is going into beta.
Well, it's not actually the script, it's my fan fiction. I like to write Fallout fan fiction.
What else happens in the fan fiction?
Well, there's a man. He falls in love with a cactus.
Oh, okay.
It's biographical.
Regardless, though, this is the best sign that
agree.
we've gotten so far regarding
agree.
Fallout 4, and it's being in development. We've had a whole string of things going on. Coincidentally, though, today, Fallout 1 and 2 and Tactics are going for free.
What?
For the next 48 hours at Good Old Gamers, whatever, GOG, whatever you want to call it.
Is it Good Old Games or Good Old Gamers?
I think they just went to GOG.
GOG.com.
And Wasteland has gone into beta.
Wasteland 2, right?
Correct. Wow, which is the spiritual successor to the original Fallout. The planets are in line. This better happen, otherwise my heart's gonna break again, VGX style. The one game we totally left off our list yesterday, Team Fortress 2.
On PS4 and Xbox One?
That should be on PS4 and Xbox One because it was on Xbox 360 and PS3, and they never updated it because the updates were so complicated and expensive. Whereas now they can actually patch it for free.
That's true. It could be easier.
Should save that for the show.
Oh well, fuck it.
We'll do a Joel's retraction.
5, 4.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the 2014 Jeep Patriot.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Daily for Friday.
Yeah, all right, Friday.
Woo! So, this week, if you've been anywhere near any form of internet news, you may have noticed some stuff going on with YouTube policy and something called Content ID.
Right, so the rumors have been circulating in early December that YouTube would soon be cracking down on video game monetization. And sure enough, starting on December 9th, channels started receiving loads of Content ID claims on videos that have been on YouTube for years.
And then, of course, the YouTube community did react. On December 11th, Adam Sessler discussed the issues with Total Biscuit, JP McDaniel, Stephanie Shoup, and others in the YouTube scene to discuss the issues on Rev 3.
And also, Angry Joe posted an 18-minute rant on the subject after he received a volley of copyright claims on his channel.
And then last and certainly not least, Boogie2988, also known as Francis, posted his reaction along with many, many other people on the internet.
Right, so there's been a lot of confusion on the issue with YouTube giving the community little to no information. Here is their official statement. YouTube said, "We recently enabled Content ID scanning on channels identified as affiliates of multi-channel networks. This has resulted in new copyright claims for some users based on policies set by the relevant content owners. As ever, channel owners can easily dispute Content ID claims if they believe those claims are invalid."
Which overall is kind of a strange statement considering that Content ID has existed for years on MCNs, alluding that Content ID matching has been ramped up extensively.
Right, so the fear is that game publishers are claiming videos, which is most likely not the case. A few well-known publishers have already spoke out as of this week.
Some of those publishers include Ubisoft, Capcom, Blizzard, and Deep Silver. They actually came out and said that they were caught off guard by this content claiming.
That's true.
And will work to resolve these claims as soon as possible.
Deep Silver actually said, "If you are a YouTuber and get copyright claims on a walkthrough/LP of Deep Silver games, let me know, especially if the claim is not from us."
So to us, it looks like that most game publishers appeared that they have very few issues with anyone uploading their gameplay to YouTube.
It's true.
As evidenced by numerous statements from them in the last few days.
Yeah, it's true. We've seen a lot of them come out and say, hey, it's totally fine, just keep uploading your gameplays. Once again, there appears to be a lot of confusion and undirected hate firing from one side of the internet to the other. But so far, here is what we know.
Music. That seems to be the biggest issue right now.
Yes.
We recommend you get around this issue by uploading any gameplay with commentary and not using any music at all.
That's true. So if a gameplay has music, there's a possibility of it getting Content ID claimed, meaning the copyright will get claimed by the person that owns it, because the game publisher may not own the rights to the music. This is on a case-by-case basis. Obviously, different songs, different tracks, different games. It's all case-by-case.
Exactly. So if you upload gameplay without music, game publishers probably won't try to claim the copyright on that at all, like we've seen earlier with some of the statements from the bigger publishers coming out already.
Right, so right now music is the landmine with these Content ID claims, as is the case with most media. Music has always been sort of the issue that you sort of have to avoid when you're doing a lot of this, in television or on YouTube or in movies or anything like that.
Right, but the big question is, why is this happening now? Why are all these claims going out? Why are people getting claims on stuff that have never been an issue before?
Yes.
So our speculation is that YouTube is trying to cover themselves legally. Probably because like publishers, like Nintendo, have made them nervous when they started saying that they were going to claim copyright infringement on anything related to the properties.
Yeah, they said that a few months ago, Nintendo did, and I think that probably made a lot of people nervous. I know it made us nervous here. So it sounds to us like copyright law is kind of broken, is a little bit broken, and it might be time to start rewriting this law since the mass media landscape has changed dramatically in the last 20 years.
Very much so.
Yes.
So once again, just to reiterate, this is probably the biggest story of this year and how it affects you guys and us here.
Yeah.
And we want to do this story justice. So we're covering everything as the news comes out, as the facts come in, and the last thing we want to do is a rumor monger.
That's true. We were learning, as we learn more, we'll definitely tell you more. And like you were saying earlier, gameplay is not going away on YouTube. We're going to be seeing gameplay on YouTube for years and years to come. So as of right now, you may just want to avoid the music. That's all.
You'll be fine.
Does it make the most sense to go with or against traffic?
I would say with.
Why is it so hard for you guys just to get into
Get
the
in!
tunnel?
Okay, there you go. Good. Bumpers. Oh my god.
You realize how much that looks like Garrett's.
I was gonna say,
Yes,
that was
actually-
an accident.
Let's take a look. It's definitely Jared Garrettson right
Should
there.
I sue them like Lindsay Lohan is?
Please do.
Up a little bit. No! This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the 2014 Jeep Patriot.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming for Monday. Hi. Yes. And today on the show, we're unboxing the Steam Machine for you.
Holy shit, no, this guy Corey did it instead.
Damn it, Corey.
Sorry, man.
Taking all of our wins out of our sales.
Let's watch this video. It's kind of cool. So look at that sweet box that Valve sent it in.
It's pretty sweet. I mean, Corey's taking a sweet time, but at least he's showing all the little things that are inside of the box.
Yeah, he took a little time getting it out though. Come on, Corey.
Corey, go.
Corey.
Corey.
All right, so you get the sweet controller, you get the HDMI cable, USB cable for charging the controller, a weird Wi-Fi antenna.
Yeah, a little strange.
Very strange. And then a USB recovery drive.
Right, and then Corey did a teardown of the Steam Machine, and the results are pretty much predictable.
Yes.
Guess what? It's a gaming PC that's been efficiently crammed into a small little box.
That makes a lot of sense. It's reminiscent of pre-built gaming PCs from like Alienware or Dell, all the usuals.
Exactly. So there's a plastic cowling separating the video card from the CPU,
Yes.
presumably to separate the airflow.
Oh, okay, so the internal hard drive is held in place with an easily removable plastic bracket, meaning you could swap it out with a solid-state drive or a larger hard drive if you wanted to.
Right, but only one drive at a time, right? You can't do multiple drives.
Lawrence, is that true?
That's true.
Right. Internally, but you can plug in whatever you want into this thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a normal computer.
Cool.
Yeah, USB external.
I'm learning how computers work. Apparently they use this thing called USB. If you want to make your own Steam Machine, actually, this is the best part, you can do it now.
What?
Yeah, the Steam OS is out in beta though, so
Right.
you've been warned.
Yeah, so you got to do a little Googling, but you can find a download link for Steam OS right now. We'll put the link in the description, so if you want to grab it, you can.
Yeah, and people actually found the file a little early at steampower.com. Website via their file structure,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Valve wasn't actually really telling people how to download it yet.
Yeah.
But I believe as of today, it's a lot easier to download.
I think so. I think they've kind of made it easier, but again, it's not officially released, so Valve's just saying, yeah, if you want to give it a shot, go ahead. So if you don't know Linux, you may want to wait until Valve makes Steam OS officially available. We've had Lawrence working on it for about 136 hours, and he still hasn't figured it out at all.
Why not?
I keep getting distracted. I just opened the code base and I'm in a magical wonderland of semicolons and brackets.
Whereas Windows just has pornography right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he has another computer just porn constantly running, which is why he hasn't installed it yet. So.
And he's like C++, oh, boobs. So now that Steam OS is easily accessible
Right.
and you can make your own Steam Machine,
Yeah.
does that mean that the Steam Machine will pose a threat to the Xbox One or the PS4?
Or the Wii U.
Hello? Anyone?
No?
Anyone have a
Mega
Wii
Man
U?
X is only $2 today.
Why'd I buy a Wii U, Lawrence?
The answer to this question is not right now, but in a year or two, we could start to see a huge shift towards living room PCs and the Steam OS when they start to take up some of the market share in the operating system race.
Also, keep in mind, it is a free, focused gaming OS.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's only going to get better, as we've been saying with the beta and so on and so forth.
I mean, Valve's not going to throw their chips behind something that doesn't work. So.
Right, but most importantly, the price point. Will the Steam Machine ever reach that point where it can compete with Sony and Microsoft? Well, with multiple manufacturers, rapid hardware price drops, and a free open operating system, it's actually only a matter of time.
Yep, it could be a matter of months, actually.
Really?
Yep, it could be. This is what I keep hearing in the industry. It could be a matter of months till we see something that competes with the PS4 and Xbox One in price as a PC.
You heard it right here, kids. Throw your consoles away. Get a Steam OS.
You just bought the Xbox One, now throw it away. Get rid of it. Stupid.
So already outdated by
I'll
Linux.
take it.
Nope, you don't get it either.
Can I have it?
Trash.
You go.
I want to play Killer Instinct.
You don't get it either.
What happens if they put out a...
On to your trailers. We got to get through this because I haven't watched these trailers. Lego The Hobbit announcement trailer.
Yeah, guess what? That's the thing.
Yeah, and then there's the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Freedom Cry DLC trailer.
It's almost Far Cry DLC trailer, but they spelled it wrong.
Which one is Phil's pick, Phil?
None, really.
None. Okay, thanks. That was a good answer.
Phil's pick goes to the Interstellar trailer that came out with The Hobbit. And since we mentioned The Hobbit, I think legally we're allowed to say that Chris Nolan makes movies.
And then finally, there's a mention. Machinima and Pros vs. G.I. Joes will be doing a charity live stream. Freddie Wong and Sky Does Minecraft will be playing COD Ghosts with troops in Afghanistan tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time on twitch.tv/machinima.
I was going to ask you where I can see that, but you already said it.
I said it.
USA!
USA!
These colors don't run!
These colonies don't run? What?
And
like a solo is it?
Can you
Monday.
turn that light on? It's kind of hard to start a chat when no one chats.
You decided to bring that up now?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Listening to your funny stories.
We're not funny. We've already established that you do not find us entertaining.
Your funny stories.
I like the way the guys say the things and then the other guys laugh. That lets me know when I should laugh.
I was just thinking about how Ty was really not excited at all. That's so stupid. What are we, cheerleaders? Just clap. Just normal clap.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the 2014 Jeep Patriot.
Everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming for Tuesday.
Oh,
Hi.
it's Tuesday. All right. Let's do this.
And your first news story for today, a new Star Wars game has been announced.
What?
Bruce is a huge Star Wars fan, so this is really bonerific for him.
Disney Interactive announced Star Wars Attack Squadrons today, which seems to be a spiritual knockoff of the Rogue Squadron series that was on GameCube and Nintendo 64.
Correct.
That's awesome.
It's multiplayer only, as it appears, allowing you to fly Star Wars mainstays like the X-Wing or the TIE Fighter.
What?
Those are in a movie, I've been told.
That's true.
Against 16 other players. I think it's actually 15 other players since you will be the 16th.
That's true. So there's 3 different modes. You got Team Deathmatch, Free For All, and Base Defense. So I'm guessing it's just like Rogue Squadron, but it's just multiplayer. So there's a bunch of X-Wings flying around shooting things.
Yes, and the release that came out today also mentions that players can customize and tune their ships, which you can see in the trailer. There's a TIE Fighter with a giant Imperial logo on the wing.
That's bullshit. That would never happen in the real Star Wars universe. It's the gray because then it hides the radar.
You can see the TIE Bomber.
That's bullshit. You can't customize ships.
With the gold rims. You can see that
That's
X-Wing.
bullshit. That doesn't happen in Star Wars.
With the 98 Civic spoiler.
But Lawrence smelled microtransactions for the customizing, right, Lawrence?
It's going to be shameless, I promise you.
Shameless?
Since when does Disney want money?
Yeah, come on. They never want money. They just want our love.
Yeah, because they care about Star Wars and they care about you.
Dogfights will take place in iconic Star Wars locations like Hoth, Bespin, Endor, Yavin, Alderaan, Coruscant, Dantooine, Tatooine. Coruscant, that's the city world, you dick.
Kessel?
No, that's the Kessel Run. Kessel's a star, you dick.
So you've read all the books and
the
all
the
the
mall.
The mall is a place. I've read all the books.
They're gonna fight at the mall? What? Good news though, the game supposedly is going into some kind of closed beta pretty soon, and you can sign up for it as of today.
Right now on their official site. It'll be on PC and it's free to play. We don't know if it's coming out in 2014 though, right?
I imagine it would be sometime soon. It doesn't look like there's a lot to this game.
Yeah, that's true.
The good news is the Star Wars games that Disney now owns are starting to come out, and Battlefront 3 has to be coming soon.
Please give us the space fights to the land fights with the walkers and the spaceships.
Vidicalorium.
Shut up! On your game release week, about pro
team.
Video games. Look at this. It's like you get to build things. Isn't that a sick video game? Trick question, asshole. It's fucking shit. You want to build, you play Minecraft. It's out again on another thing. It's out on all things now. Also, just tell your parents right now you're a stupid idiot. There's no hope for you. Or you can play worse Minecraft. It's worse in every way, and there's only one dimension. And that is the dimension of non-fun. Speaking of dimensions, this game's got 2 dimensions, HD. And both of those suck, too. Games aren't fun. I don't know what the fuck this is. You probably play this. You're fucking stupid. Oh, sick. Cut the rope is out. You like that? Ridge Racer just keeps happening. Wow, can those cars ever go? Oh, here's 2D and a racing thing. Who'd want this when you could just have fun not playing this? Plus, it's pretty racist that since he's black, you assume he loves collecting points. You know how you go to the arcade and don't play this? You play the video games? Here's a video game about the game you don't want to play. And here's a video game you don't want to play. This fucking thing keeps coming out every 3 months on the new thing, and little do they know at all. And finally, crying is real.
Moving on to your first trailer today, we got the Dying Light nighttime gameplay walkthrough. I believe this was played once by a Swedish person with an aneurysm.
Zombie. Kill a zombie.
Good for him.
There's the Total War Rome 2 Caesar and Gaul trailer. What's this about, everybody?
You're the only one who watched it.
I did. I watched it, but I still don't know what it's about.
It's an expansion for the game.
How much does that have to do with Star Wars?
None.
Really? How'd this make it in the script? And before we get out of here, we actually have something really fun to announce. We're doing a BioShock Infinite giveaway for all you fans out there.
Yeah.
We're doing a contest where you have to artistically recreate myself and Bruce as Booker and Elizabeth in some way, shape, or form. You can use Photoshop, pen and paper. We don't care. However you guys want to do it, just send it to us.
Okay.
Make sure you submit those to the official Inside Gaming Twitter account.
So that's at Inside Gaming. Rational Games hooked us up with some sweet giveaways like these real-life Vigor bottles. We'll show pictures of them right here. They're amazing, and they're worth like, what, $350 a piece?
And Songbird.
And then you got a little Songbird. We're going to give that away.
Hey, here we go.
And DLC codes for Burial at Sea Episode 1.
Yes, we can actually give those codes out to anyone out in the world, but sadly we can only ship the real-life prizes to people in the U.S. Because Bruce will be paying for all the shipping himself.
Right, so I can only afford like $20 or so, and I'm probably not going to get it to you before Christmas. I may be able to fly the Amazon drone to you, though.
It will bomb your house.
Yeah.
We'll be announcing winners all this week, so tune in for those and see if you won.
Start posting pictures of him as Elizabeth and me as Booker.
Or myself as Booker and Bruce as Troy Baker.
Where's Admiral Akbar from?
Yeah.
Mon Calamari.
Mon Calamari.
Wow, they put a lot of thought into that one.
Yeah, they really did.
Looks like a shrimp.
Yeah.
Calamari.
Shrimp is squid, you idiot.
Ooh.
Well, it's like General Grievous. Really, his name is Grievous.
Yeah. General, I have a problem with you.
Isn't that a name he assumed for himself?
It is, yeah. I mean, look.
He was badass
Dark
in the
Father.
clone cartoon. Or when,
Salacious
you didn't see the Grievous fight? Oh.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the 2014 Jeep Patriot.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming for Wednesday.
Hold on a second, hold on. So today, it's actually officially the last hump day of our year. And I wanted to do a montage of the best humps of 2015.
Cool.
So just go ahead and talk about DayZ.
Cool. First to start today, guess what? It's zombies.
What?
Yeah.
They're here?
Yeah, despite being nearly unplayable, DayZ has sold a fuck ton of units.
The game sold 88,000 units in the first 12 hours, and then 12 hours after that, the game has racked up $5.1 million in sales.
That's right. If I were to sell you a car missing its wheels, the engine, and possibly hubcaps, you would give me money for that, and it would be deemed a success.
They made $5 million in 24 hours. That's 172,500 units in sales, with 142,000 players joining the game all in one day.
So, as you can tell, this blows our minds so much so that it hurts.
Yep.
Because the game is completely busted.
Yeah,
it is an alpha.
We actually played the game and streamed it for about an hour and a half, and it was just barely playable. We got stuck in structures, couldn't kill zombies because they were teleporting, got killed by other players that were teleporting. The list goes on and on and on.
Yep, and yet somehow this thing is deemed a success. They don't have to do anything anymore. They can just go, we're done.
We're done. They
Thanks, guys.
They made money.
Later, suckers. And I know we're having fun here, and we're ripping on the game and stuff.
Sure.
But in Bohemian Interactive's defense, they are totally upfront about the game status.
That's correct. From the Steam page, it is a work in progress and therefore contains a variety of bugs. We strongly advise you not to buy and play the game at this stage unless you clearly understand what early access means and are interested in participating in the ongoing development cycle. So it's an alpha, DayZ alpha.
Exactly. Additionally, Dean Rocket Hall cautions against buying DayZ just because it's popular.
Right.
He says, I quote, "Please do not just buy the game because you heard it was cool." Many streamers are now streaming. Visit these streams and view many of the bugs first.
Right, so the lead designer, Dean Hall, I mean, he's very honest about what it is, and regardless of what we think about DayZ, it's nice to see unique games find their audience, the audience that doesn't like fun.
Not at all. Yeah. You have to press spacebar to put your arm up if you're holding a flashlight.
And then press F, then scroll wheel.
It's borderline asinine.
So our advice, wait until this thing is at least in beta, then throw $30 down the toilet.
You'll have fun watching it go in a circle. So we got some sales happening on the Xbox Live platform. There's a countdown to 2014 where they're doing these daily deals.
Right.
So you have to have Xbox Live Gold first of all to get these, so that kind of sucks. But let's talk about some of the games. You get Terraria for under $5.
How much is Fez, Lawrence?
It's $249.
How much is Spelunky?
$374.
Why should they buy these games, Lawrence?
Because they're all freaking amazing. Love it. Buy them. Play them.
These were all indie games, right, Lawrence?
Yes.
How's Phil Fish doing?
I think he's in a log cabin. He like filled a log cabin with fezzes and he just swims through it like Scrooge McDuck every day. Cackling.
Let's move on to the Bioshock Infinite giveaway.
Yeah, we mentioned yesterday we're giving away a bunch of prizes. Here's some of the Photoshop pictures and other things and drawings. I don't even know what to call half these things.
There's a few good ones.
Let's go through some of the ones that we liked and talk about their prizes shortly later. So first up, we got this beautiful atrocity.
Oh, look at the lens flare.
I like that added effect.
I think I have lipstick on too.
I hope so.
That was one of our better ones.
Yeah. This one's definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
From Alex. He did, great job all around.
That's really good.
I have zero complaints. Nope.
What's that?
That's a dream I had.
With a dog and a little black child?
The black child with the lens flare coming out of his eye.
There's a penis in that one, so we can't show that. Those both look like our editor, John Y.
Just...
That's terrible. What is that? Get better at Photoshop. Oh, this one's good.
Okay, Wild Derpy, and I got that pedo stash in this one. I love the hell out of this.
I mean, he actually sat down and drew this.
Yes,
so
I like that. He probably should have been doing schoolwork or something, and a teacher saw this and said, oh yeah.
Bruce's cleavage is very realistic.
And then there's a bong in this one, but that's the Take on Helicopters bong.
Yeah, hey, a true fan.
That's more video.
And then there's also the thing on the left, whatever you want to call that.
Are we ice skating?
I don't know. So congratulations to all those who we deem good enough to be a winner. The Inside Gaming Twitter account will be in touch with you to talk about your prize.
All right, you ready to make the news? History?
We're just making an internet show.
Every day is history!
This is literally like the bottom end of bullshit you could do on the internet.
You know, when YouTube goes away, all these videos go away, and no one will ever know we even did this.
No. So there's Weathermen, and then there's Entertainment Tonight, and then below that is us.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the 2014 Jeep Patriot.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming for Thursday.
Thursday!
And today on the show we're talking about the Xbox One Game of the Year across basically all, I mean, it's someone else's opinion, it's our opinion.
Yep. Let's just put them all together.
But it's mostly our opinion.
So here are the best Xbox One games according to Metacritic. So we compiled these first before we jump into our own.
First up, it's Dead Rising 3.
That's number 5, and I got a 78% on Metacritic.
Not too bad.
No, that's not bad at all. We had a lot of fun with it.
I'm still having fun.
Yeah, no. Number 4, Just Dance 2014.
Surprise, wait, what?
Have you played Just Dance? Okay, that's it. He went like this.
Oh, wait, there might be a copy under my desk. Do you see it?
I think it was holding.
Oh, you took it. You son of a bitch.
Lawrence stole Just Dance.
I was going to use it as a prop.
Lawrence, did you play it?
Yeah.
Was it good?
No. Just Dance, I mean, you just wiggle in front of the TV and it tells you you're doing great.
Number 3 on the top 5 games on Metacritic's list is Forza Motorsport 5.
Okay, and Lawrence reviewed this one too. What'd you think?
More cars.
Number 2, NBA 2K14.
You can literally lick the beads of sweat off of this person's face.
LeBron.
I don't follow sports very well.
His name is LeBron James. And you can actually, I think
Is he married to the Kardashian?
When you shout, actually, while you're playing, it gives you a technical because you shouted curse words at the game.
Well, kids shouldn't be cursing. That's just a rule. Fuckheads. And the number 1 game, according to Metacritic, for the Xbox One is FIFA 14.
Who has played FIFA 14 in this room?
Yay!
Okay, we got
Any
one
other British people in here?
No.
No.
But it also came with every Xbox One in the UK, right?
Sure.
Yeah, so
What was so special about this one, Rob?
It's great. I mean, it plays beautifully. They added more stuff.
More soccer.
Animations. It's more football.
More football.
Gotcha. So when I buy the box and it says, it's really great, they added more stuff. Rob Smith. Now moving over, we don't have to entirely trust Metacritic.
Nope.
That's just a compiling list of things.
Yeah.
So we put together a list of our favorite games for the Xbox One.
Woo! Yeah! That's right, Joel.
Self-congratulatory pat on the back. I love it. Number 5 on the list, we picked once again Forza 5.
Lawrence, why did we pick Forza 5 at number 5?
More cars.
I have a feeling he's just a soundboard at this point, and he's just going
More cars.
Yeah.
I think he's laying down while talking to us.
Yeah, I'm not wearing a shirt and I was picking at something on my shoulder.
Number 4, Killer Instinct. We've all had fun playing this game. There we go.
I can't speak to this because it's like a demo. We have to buy the rest of the game, but everyone who plays it loves it, and they say it's been a lot of fun, especially in the online portion of the game.
Lawrence got it for free because he had a high gamer score.
So smug. Ask me how many points I have.
How many points do you have, Lawrence?
A lot.
Number 3 on our list is my personal favorite, Peggle 2.
It's your personal favorite, really?
I think so. I fought to put this one on the list. I believe we removed a sports game because we thought Peggle was better. Peggle is stupid fun, and that's why I love it. And it's the first Peggle game I've ever played, and I can't stop playing it.
No, I know. Now you gotta go back and play the first Peggle too.
No, I don't.
The first Peggle 2?
Shut up. Number 2, FIFA 14. We put this on the list only because Rob Smith is very excited about soccer.
Rob's here at the office this week.
Football, pardon me.
Rob's here at the office this week, so we wanted to be nice and not have him give us weird stares. And moving over to our number 1 favorite game on the Xbox One to come out this year, Dead Rising 3.
We've had like almost all fun, just constant fun while playing Dead Rising 3.
It's not the highest rated game, but for us, it is the most stupid fun in the world. And that's why it gets number 1.
All right, tomorrow we're going to do our PS4 game of the year, so stay tuned for that one.
Well, you can leave. Just come back tomorrow.
No, stay right there.
I have no idea how this works. A couple days ago, we announced our contest we're doing with Rational Games to give away a bunch of stuff from BioShock Infinite. And we asked you guys to submit some art for us, and we're going to go through some of those wonderful pieces right now.
Wow, this one's actually kind of cool.
It's subtle.
He put IG on there for Inside Gaming and for Rational Games.
Rational even commented on it, and they were like, hey, which one is this for?
Man, you're manly.
I like when people start messing around with the oil filter in Photoshop. They're starting to figure it out. I like it. And I don't know what he did with my face, but it's there.
It looks good. Why is my face so big?
That's just how it is.
Okay.
Moving over to our hand-drawn thing.
Somebody really drew this? They spent time on this?
Traced, perhaps?
That's actually really good.
I'm impressed. It's on there.
You get a manly beard.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, all right. So hold on. This one's good. I look really good.
Sure.
Except for my nostrils, but I look really good. What about you?
For some reason, my chin and neck start at the same place.
That's okay. Whatever.
It's like I'm being sucked into a vortex. I already know I have a derpy-looking face. This is just even derpier.
Oh yeah, this is a really good Photoshop. They took your Peggle 2 face.
Yep.
And my giant normal face, and then we did Booker Catch. So
yeah.
They're an Inside Gaming fan.
Done by a true fan.
That's cool.
Bottle hitting me in my weird face. This one's actually, from what we can tell, possibly hand-drawn. The only thing is, since we both have beards, I don't know which one is which.
I think I am the one on the right.
Nope, you're on the left. You're smiling.
I think
Really?
I'm the one
Kovic doesn't smile.
on the left. I don't know. Do you know?
I think all white people look the same,
That's
so
true.
this doesn't matter. Okay.
I am really sad.
Wait, hey, Lauren.
Boy, am I sad.
This one gets points purely for watercoloring and the
yeah.
use of negative space, as per.
Good for that. I mean,
that's a Joel call. Thank you, Joel.
That's a hell of a painting there.
Yeah.
I am hung.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
And,
Done.
And
Winner.
What I believe is our winner of $5,000.
Definitely. Man. I gotta go over and shake this guy's hand.
Yeah, he spent the last 2 days working on this masterpiece.
Your penis is touching your foot, Bruce.
Shut up, it's huge.
That's a penis? Do you also get yellow cards for shouting at your Xbox for this one?
You do not, no.
What's a British curse slang word that it may or may not pick up on?
Like wicked googly or something?
Yeah.
Wicked googly.
Willy googly?
I thought you just made that up.
Wicked googly. Throw him a wicked googly.
It's a beautiful language.
It's our language.
Oh yeah, sorry, right.
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the 2014 Jeep Patriot.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming for Friday. And today on the show, we are talking about the PlayStation 4 and all its games of the year.
What will be the best game for the PlayStation 4 in 2013?
Well, let's find out what Metacritic said.
Please.
They're a big compilation of scores that come from people like Seattle Monthly and Seattle Weekly and some second grader named Ted.
At number 5 is Trine 2. Is it Trine or Trine 2? Does anybody know? Trine, thank you. Trine 2, complete story.
Yeah, this game was out on the PC for a very long time, made its way over to the PS4. A good sign of things to come with PlayStation 4 and its ability to port things over.
It's cool.
I love it. Next up, we got NBA 2K14. This is a game that I've been told features something called a basketball.
What else does it feature, Rob Smith?
It features a lot, very realistic beads of sweat.
No, we said that yesterday.
Yeah, joke's old. Who's your team, Rob?
The Golden State Warriors, of course.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's in San Francisco.
Is that like a college team or something?
At number 3, Battlefield 4.
We had a question mark next to this one, or an asterisk.
It was a question mark.
It's like when baseball players do steroids.
Well, at this point, I think they fixed it on the PlayStation 4, but it's broken on the Xbox One.
We don't know because we play on PC.
And it's always working.
But when we played Battlefield on PS4, we're actually blown away
Yeah, we really enjoyed it.
by how good it looks on a console. We've been used to games just not looking this good.
Yep.
With the last generation, and the fact that the PlayStation 4 can make a game look this fantastic, netcode aside, once they get all that figured out, the game, it's just brilliant.
So it makes sense why it's on the Metacritic list.
Totally. Next up, we got something called FIFA 14.
Rob Smith, this is soccer, correct?
It's football again.
All right. Just wanna
And
make
you
sure.
should have learned from yesterday.
Soccer, right? Soccer, everybody?
Football.
Soccer.
As the rest of the world calls it. And yeah, it's great.
The rest of the world uses the metric system, so, fuck them.
And your number one game, according to Metacritic on the PlayStation 4, is Flower.
What?
It was a game that came out on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And it made its way over. I guess nothing changed, really.
So why is it so good, Lawrence?
It made me cry, and I have never stopped crying since.
You just laughed about the metric system.
The human condition is complicated, and if you played Flower, you would know that.
And now we're moving on to the games that we are crowning the top 5 games of the PlayStation 4 in 2013. That's Inside Gaming. It's according to Inside Gaming.
Yes. First on the list, we're putting all the free-to-plays into one list. Fooled ya.
Blacklight, Warframe, DCUO.
Yep, and many more to come.
Yeah,
It's
there
actually
really
one of the main reasons why we love the PlayStation 4 so much, is that we have these free-to-play games. It's going to be great for children who get this thing on Christmas morning, evening. I don't know when you do this anymore.
This is number 4, Battlefield 4.
Once again, asterisks.
Yes, there's a question mark, asterisk, whatever. Battlefield 4. We like the game, and when it works, it's fantastic.
We were playing PC last night. So much fun.
It was perfect.
We're sniping people on boats. Moving over to number 3 on the list of the games that we love oh so dearly, Killzone Shadowfall.
Lawrence can tell us why Killzone is the greatest game ever you've ever played ever.
So here we go.
Yep.
First level, you get trees. Ready for this? Second level, you get space. Third level, I haven't gotten there yet, but you shoot some guys, and you have a little robot buddy, and you kill some people, and you get to be a closeted racist for the entire game.
Okay, that's the one true part. Lawrence, funny man aside, it is actually one of the freshest first-person shooters we have played in a very long time, and we think it actually revolutionizes some things in the first-person shooter genre that have not been done before, and you can look forward to them being stolen in the next Call of Duty.
It's one of the best-looking games I've ever played on any console ever.
Gorgeous. Plus the racism part. It's great.
Number 2, Resogun. I have yet to actually play this game, and everyone else tells me it's amazing, and it's free for PlayStation Plus.
If you ever had a childhood where you played as a ship and you fired one way, you kind of played it, but now you can shoot in other ways.
Is that why it's good?
It's so fucking fun. It's a dumb arcade game. You can pick it up for like 5 minutes at a time. It's amazing. It's just a fun little game, and if you have PlayStation Plus, it comes free with the system. So it's just a game you should not miss at all.
All right, I won't. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't apologize. I just like it. And the number 1 game for Inside Gaming's PlayStation 4 Game of the Year. The one we love. The reason why you need to buy a PlayStation 4. Surprise, surprise. It's Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Oh, yeah! You have been playing this game on PC and PlayStation 4, and we can't say enough about how amazing it looks. The ships and the assassinations and the trees and the smoke and it's fucking ridiculous.
It's like a PR man. Having played the Assassin's Creed franchise ever since it started, I can say this is easily my favorite one, and I want to spin off into an entire different pirate series. It is that well done. It is so much fun. I can't stop playing it. This is a very good reason of PlayStation 4, and the biggest surprise, it's a game from a different studio. It's a third-party game. Not first-party, but once again, it is fantastic.
This is probably the best platform you're going to get it on PlayStation 4, at least for a console.
Agreed.
Yes.
Also, the controller is great.
So make sure you tell us if we missed anything for this PlayStation 4 list. Tell us in the comments, because you're going to yell at us anyways, so you might as well just yell at us with some information.
Oh no, today we were bought off by Sony. Yesterday it was Microsoft.
Yeah.
No one's probably going to say that one. Today's the final day of our BioShock Infinite giveaway contest. Just to catch you guys up, we asked that you draw us artistically, and you guys just ran with that idea full force, and we love it. Let's go over some of the art that we love today. This is our last day. Let's have some fun with it.
Oh my goodness gracious!
There's our good old friend from The Sims.
This is practically perfect. I think this drawing is
wouldn't change a thing.
Nope, I wouldn't
Except
either.
your giant hand.
I have a giant face too. Again,
everything's great.
I know. This is genuinely the best thing I've ever seen.
So much.
It really is.
The
great.
amount of effort in this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The weird part is that your hand is around my hip.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you can barely see it down there.
Look at my, whoa.
And it's creepy.
I'm going low, too.
I know, and it's creepy because I kind of want to bang you in that picture.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah.
What happened to this one?
Okay, wait. Tell me real quick. Did he reuse the face from yesterday? Your face, the other hand drawing one.
What's wrong with my hand?
What isn't wrong with your hand?
What's clumping? Does anybody know what that means?
Regardless, if you zoom in my face, it's just going, ooh.
Well, Simple, I really love this one.
Why does he have a banana?
You have a banana. You held it one time during a QA.
Is that why I have a banana?
Whatever.
That's a really good Photoshop, though.
Love it.
Really good.
Yep.
Okay, so your chin is so amazing in every one of these photos, but this is the best one. Because look at your neck.
Sure is.
Look at your neck. You're doing this. You're there. And you're like this. You're, ooh. That's really good.
You look like a Miyazaki woman.
Why am I so short?
I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Somehow combining my face with that of Jude Law. And you as the stereotypical stoner buddy from a 90s comedy sitcom.
Oh, so, okay, I see. So I'm Troy Baker on the right. That's Troy Baker's body, and they put my face on Troy Baker.
Okay.
And then...
Why am I Jude Law? No words. Sure.
Whatever. I mean, fuck it.
Someone put time into that, you ass.
No, they didn't. They put 3 faces on a picture.
And finally, this one's just for fun. We just like the work that he did it. Best part, John is in a sombrero.
Yeah, well, they knew you were Mexican, right, John?
Rob, are you okay being our first president in this picture?
I'm quite proud of that.
All right.
This is actually going to be my wallpaper now.
Thank you guys so much for submitting.
On your trailers, you got one and only the Strike Vector Beta trailer.
Yeah, how would you explain this trailer, Lawrence?
It's Descent with sweet, awesome, totally dope music.
Now explain what that is for people who were not born in the 80s.
Sure, Descent was a game where you played as a spaceship and you could move in 3 dimensions.
Nope.
And that's what this is. It's a competitive shooter. So you're in a spaceship, you can fly around and strafe and move.
Totally wrong.
Listen to sweet orb.
Kids don't want a history lesson. Gamefly, Game Shack, they're owned by the same place.
The Shaquille O'Neal game service.
Oh my god. Shaq should buy Game Shack. And they only write game-related news about Shaquille O'Neal.
Bioshock.
Oh, Bioshock would be a great game.
Yeah, Bioshock.
Book a catch. Ow.
Oh, God.
Well,
Damn it, you're huge.
Yeah, and you keep missing.
I know.
You're horrible from the free throw line. I mean, over there.
This episode of IG Daily is brought to you by Alienware. There's never been a better time to experience true next-gen gaming.
Another year in the amazing world of video games has come and gone. From all the Booker catches to turning into seagulls to Grand Theft Auto mods and challenges, it's been way too much fun for us. Like, way too much. That said, we can't stop what's coming, and that is more video games! So here's just a few of our most anticipated games of 2014. We've only seen a few short, non-gameplay teasers for this 1980s dystopian movie franchise turned game. There may be more questions than anything at this point, but questions mean anticipation. Does it tie in with the original canon, or is it just a straight reboot? What kind of game will this be? Open world, first or third-person shooter? We did see some leaked footage that showed it third person, so it's gotta be. We're crossing our fingers that this is a game that Rage never was. Either way, fans of the movies and or post-apocalyptic games may want to keep an eye out for this one sometime in 2014. Like Mad Max, this remains low on the list because we've only seen a non-gameplay teaser/trailer thing in which there seem to be a lot of interesting elements. Cool old-timey attire with lots of steampunky type guns and weird zombie creatures. The 4 main characters in the trailer suggest 4-player co-op, but the only thing we do know is at least some of the setting is London. Without a release date, we can hope Ready at Dawn Studios will take full advantage of the next generation capabilities with this PS4 exclusive. Expect The Order 1886 in fall of 2014. Raising well over $30 million, Star Citizen was successfully funded via crowdsourcing and looks to unveil a huge space world full of commerce and combat. It's an MMO and the world is persistent, which means your actions in trade as well as on the battlefield affect the player space. Single player and multiplayer are central aspects of the gameplay, specifically drop-in, drop-out co-op. Additionally, Star Citizen will have Oculus Rift support. Another interesting facet of Star Citizen is the game as a whole is broken into modules. Each module will release at different times, spanning from mid-2014 all the way into 2015. Hotline Miami released at the end of 2012 and gave joy to all those who played it. With its classic top-down style, ridiculous combat, and well-thought-out narrative, it was yet another example that 2D video games are alive and well and can still be tons of fun. With the sequel announced, we can only wait in giddy anticipation for Hotline Miami 2: Wrong Number. There's been no announced release date, but the target for launch is the first half of 2014. From Software, we all know the sequel to the infamously difficult Dark Souls is coming. Despite how challenging of a game it might be, we're actually pretty excited for the next one. Even though in terms of consoles, Dark Souls 2 is releasing on PS3 and Xbox 360, the gameplay that's out there showcases pretty visuals and what appears to be somewhat smoother combat. We'll know soon enough when the game drops on March 11th, 2014. We all know the awesome that is Skyrim. Even if you didn't play it, you've likely heard at least one of your video game friends talk about how it's changed their life. The Elder Scrolls Online looks to follow up on Skyrim, but with a social aspect added to the core of the game. Open world questing and Skyrim-like battle with friends? Yes, please. This is going to be big for all the Elder Scrolls fans out there. Expect this one around spring 2014. Joel? Yet another open world endeavor from Ubisoft. The crew focuses on driving and racing style gameplay. Except here you can go anywhere and do whatever. Sure, there are objectives and a campaign to complete, but it's up to you when you want to do it. The world is huge and persistent and inhabited by many online players, whether they're in your crew or not. Car customization is also a huge part of the game and can even be done on the go with a phone or tablet. The only thing Ubisoft loves more than franchises is delaying games, so hopefully we'll see this one sometime in the summer next year. From the guys at Supergiant that brought us Bastion, Transistor is set in a sci-fi world and follows Red, a singer. Red comes into possession of a sentient sword that allows her to use some pretty cool combat abilities. They are on the run from the very start of the game, and aside from that, not much else is known. Though we did get our hands on Transistor at PAX East a few months back and had a lot of fun with it. No official release date has been announced, but we've heard rumors of early 2014. Sadly, CD Projekt Red has stated this will be the last Witcher game, but I think we can trust them to come up with an amazing ending. Or 20. Or hopefully just one. And so far, what we've seen and heard about Witcher 3 is really good. Like a lot of other next-gen games, it will definitely be open world. We've heard it'll take 30 to 40 minutes to ride from one side of the map to the other on horseback. That big of a world with next-gen graphical power, along with all the combat, sex, and political intrigue that surround Geralt and the Witcher franchise, this is bound to be a great finish. We can expect Witcher 3 sometime in the summer. Alright, so if you didn't know, there are a lot of video games being made. So many, in fact, that we had to make a whole nother video to hold your attention. So tune in for part 2 when we get to the best of which games we're anticipating the most in 2014.
This episode of IG Daily is brought to you by Alienware. There's never been a better time to experience true next-gen gaming.
Welcome back to part 2 of our most anticipated games of 2014. Last time we talked about plenty of games, like this one, and that. That one looks pretty. And here's a lot more of the games that we think are going to be great next year. Dying Light was first shown to the public at this year's E3. Techland seems to have brought everything over from their Dead Island games to this one, except for all that crap that we hated. The gameplay that we have seen has showcased some beautiful visuals and tons of zombie enemies on screen all at once. Additionally, the character you control moves more like Faith from Mirror's Edge, as parkour and world traversing appears to be a core component of the gameplay. In a nutshell, it's like Mirror's Edge with zombies. I'll say anything for money. With no release date to be found, it is likely we'll be seeing this game in late 2014. After several delays and development changes, South Park: The Stick of Truth is finally hitting the home stretch with Ubisoft. From what the recently released Giggling Donkey gameplay showed, it was worth the wait. The crude humor, cartoon style, and the character voices from the show we love are all preserved in this turn-based adventure RPG. South Park: The Stick of Truth will be coming out March 4th, 2014. Coming in February 2014, the Thief series finally makes a long-awaited return. There's plenty of history tied to Thief as one of the first games credited with defining the stealth action genre, so this reboot will feature the same protagonist from the past Thief games, Garrett. So far, the world, gameplay, and visuals for this new installment of Thief look pretty amazing, and we think this could be one of next year's best games. God willing, the current fanbase doesn't rip it apart. Either way, as stealth action games seem to be making a big comeback, it will be very interesting to see what the godfather of the genre has to offer with its return. All the hints and weird marketing ploys and voice actor changes and questions have only proven that Hideo Kojima is still very, very much himself. this will be the first time in the series that Snake can maneuver in the open world. Even though Kojima thinks that the game won't be as open as GTA 5, it's still something novel for the Metal Gear series and will no doubt vastly expand the dynamic mix of stealth and combat that the Metal Gear Solid franchise is known for. It was recently stated that Ground Zeroes, the prologue to the main portion of Metal Gear Solid 5, will release sometime in spring, with the rest coming much later. First shown at E3 2013, The Division looks to blend a lot of game genres into one massive experience. It's one part MMO, but it's also a shooter and an action RPG, which means it's not an MMO. We just don't know. So far it appears to play a lot like the Ghost Recon series, except that it's an open persistent game world set in New York after a nationwide disease outbreak that has left the city in shambles. Drop-in, drop-out co-op is a pillar of the game, but players can wander off and do their own thing if they wish. Aside from the players being in the Strategic Homeland Division, which is supposed to combat the threat and do whatever it takes to save what remains, how the world and story evolve is not yet known. We're also going to have to be waiting a little while for this one since Ubisoft has said Division will be releasing closer to the end of 2014. But holy crap, look at him close that door. For a long time, we've been wondering, what the hell is Bungie going to do after Halo? After teaming up with publisher Activision, Destiny has since been revealed. In many ways, this isn't unlike The Division. It's an MMO, but not really, but also it's a shooter. Much more of a shooter. The open, persistent future sci-fi Earth looks like it's going to be a really fun place to save, and the public events look to be pushing the genre of the first-person shooter forward. There's a beta coming to the PS4 first, so get your hands on that if you want to play. Watch Dogs was, in some ways, one of the earliest looks at the 8th and now current generation of games. Ever since that first look at E3 2012, Ubisoft has released a lot of gameplay demos and a few trailers, which have only added to our excitement for the game. So far, Watch Dogs looks big and detailed. There's a lot to do in it. It's a beautiful open world with the ability to choose what you do or don't in that world. And so far, the gameplay appears to be a mix of shooting, stealth, hacking, parkour, and driving. Additionally, Ubisoft introduces multiplayer elements seamlessly in the single player. It seems as if there are actually no separate game modes. Simply, there's just the ability for one player to intrude another player's game session. Sadly, Watch Dogs was recently delayed until spring of 2014. Nowadays, with games actually being so big and dynamic, a delay like this can only mean good things. Fingers crossed. And finally, to our most anticipated game of 2014, it is Titanfall. We already know what you're thinking. Yes, we have been praising this game all year long since its first sighting at E3, but we feel the praise is very much deserved. From the outside looking in, the game does look awesome. But we've played it, and it is awesome! And you're probably getting sick of this, of everyone saying the exact same thing, but it's true. When you pick up and play the game for the first time, the basic gameplay mechanics are very apparent and they feel very intuitive. It's hard to describe, but when you finally strap on that jetpack and jump from one building to another, and then into a mech, and then from that mech into a person's face, well, it's bliss. Many could argue that the founders of Infinity Ward once changed the shooter genre with their work on the Call of Duty franchise. We're hopeful that their new studio, Respawn Entertainment, will be doing it again with Titanfall. We will know for sure when the game comes out on March 11th, 2014. So there you go, 2014 is guaranteed to be packed with great gaming experiences and tons more that we either didn't have time to mention or that haven't even been announced yet. Fallout 4, Fallout 4, Fallout 4. Overall, it's going to be a very interesting year with the transition to next generation becoming more solidified. But what about you, lovely viewer? What do you anticipate the most coming next year? Kingdom Hearts 3. That's the answer.
This episode of IG Daily is brought to you by Alienware. There's never been a better time to experience true next-gen gaming.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Inside Game Daily for Monday. And today on the show, we're talking about the Xbox One versus the PS4 for one last time.
In 2013.
Because we're tired of talking about it.
And I bet you're tired of hearing about it. So let's wrap this whole thing up.
Yeah, now that we've had the next-gen consoles for about a month, we thought we'd revisit them and compare their features and their performances. First up, let's talk about the games.
All right, so we've really got to hand it to the PlayStation 4 on this one. Killzone Shadowfall is actually interesting and more thoughtful than a game called Killzone has a right to be.
Very true. Yeah. Plus, you get freebies like Resogun and Contrast if you have PlayStation Plus, which you actually pretty much need if you want to play games like Killzone Shadowfall online.
And there's even more freebies, like for the free-to-plays. No reason not to play DC Universe Online, Warframe, Blacklight, all the good ones, and those are completely free. You don't need PlayStation Plus.
There you go. The Xbox One, on the other hand, is a little less interesting. Killer Instinct is a damn fine fighter, though.
Yeah, that's good.
Apparently features netcode that is groundbreaking.
Right.
Forza 5 is a great racer. It's just a little light on the content.
Lawrence, Forza 5, you reviewed it, right? How was it?
I sure did. It didn't have enough cars. It's fun, but come on.
Not enough cars?
I don't think you really need cars in a racing game.
Need those cars. Need to drive.
And now it has Peggle 2, which everyone loves and respects.
Totally. It has made my living room console that much more fun for my wife.
Right. But it's really all about the third-party games, which is weird for launch. It's kind of strange. Activision, EA, and notably Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed 4 have embraced and hopefully enjoyed the benefit of being on all the platforms at launch.
So when it comes down to games, PS4 wins.
They win. No debate.
Next up, we are talking about controllers. Both have been redesigned from the ground up, but are more or less the same on the Xbox side. So, first of all, let's just get this out of the way. Both controllers are superb.
It's true. They really are. PlayStation 4's triggers are concave now, which is a massive improvement over the PlayStation 3 controller. I hated that controller.
Yes, and the Xbox One's design, while it was pretty much perfect to begin with, features these amazing rumble triggers, works with games like Forza 5, even though it's apparently missing cars.
Got 3 cars. They're good.
Only 3?
They go fast.
That's weird. Kinect, it's also a controller, and when it works, it's freaking awesome. It really is great. When it doesn't work, it's pretty annoying.
It's pretty frustrating to go up to your little machine and go, Xbox on, Xbox on, Xbox on, and then you have to hit the button yourself like a normal human being. It spoils you.
But it does have it as well. But the PlayStation's got the Eye. Does anybody use this?
It's an optional buy. It will sign you in with your face.
Anybody have the PlayStation Eye?
I do.
Really?
Yeah, I don't do much with it though. The Xbox wins for not having a controller. Pretty much.
And then also having a controller.
Yeah.
On to the interface. While the Xbox One's interface looks more modern, the PS4's is far more functional right now.
Yeah, there are a number of functions on the 360 that the Xbox One simply just cannot do.
That's true.
Playing music while gaming, for instance, is just next to impossible unless you do the snap function.
Yeah.
Then you're losing real estate when you're playing a game. It makes no sense.
Also, party functionality is completely screwed on the Xbox One right now. I'm sure they're fixing it, but it's kind of boring.
Yeah, the netcode overall is just some issues. Except for Killer Instinct, works great, right, James?
I love it.
There you go. PS4, while updated, is still a little cluttered. It's still very fast and it hits all the right levels of functionality that we had in the last generation.
Right.
There's just still a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of deep diving into menus that I'm sure you probably know by now if you have a PlayStation 4.
So overall, I love it.
Xbox One missteps in the accessibility, like the achievements, the settings, etc. However, the Xbox is something that everybody is talking about. The innovation and show-offiness of the Kinect voice commands really makes this the next generation of technology when it comes to a console.
Right, and while right now it's probably not the best thing, it's modular and it feels like something that will be updated like the 360 was before it.
Right.
And we have hopes. But in the meantime, PS4 wins.
Yeah, it just wins because it works. It works right now as intended.
Right, but as it is now is probably what it will be like a year from now.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So, but hey, it works.
On to the non-gaming functionality. The PS4 can stream to Twitch, which is the biggest disparity between the two systems right now. The Xbox One cannot do that.
Right. The Xbox One actually has Upload Studio, which is great if you want to cram your hard drive full of Peggle 2 clips without even the game having permission to do so. It just does it.
Lawrence, how many clips do you have Peggle 2?
I think about 50 at this point.
What are they of?
They're of extreme slides, of ultra extreme fevers, and of orange attacks.
You're a fucking nerd. You're a nerd.
Why are you eating your microphone?
Yeah.
Xbox One also has the pass-through, so it can be your universal remote, your cable box. It can be all sorts of really cool things.
You can even stream a PS4 through it, though there apparently is a little bit of lag. There's also the Smart Glass versus Vita debate with the streaming functionality using a second screen.
Sony's second screen functionality wins completely.
Yeah, if you have a Vita, you will benefit from this more than anyone else, more so than having any kind of tablet or anything else with the Xbox One.
Yeah.
It works perfectly.
Smart Glass is just a little less impressive. You've been talking about the Vita and PS4 a lot recently, so you really, really enjoy it.
It is frustrating to have a game like Peggle 2 that should be played on the shitter and not having the ability to do so, even when you own a Windows tablet.
But again, we're going back to the non-gaming functionality, and Xbox, in terms of innovation and in terms of all the cool things they've added to this console, wins. Xbox One wins. Just barely. We argued a lot about that one, but it wins just barely.
I also use it every day in my living room, and I yell at my TV to turn the volume down, even when it doesn't work.
You're crazy.
Now let's look to the future. What's going to happen with these two consoles?
Yeah.
Even though the Xbox One's interface is clunky right now, their vision of this system could change year after year with just a couple of patches.
It's going to get better and better. Microsoft is a software company. You can tell that in the potential of the Xbox's interface. It's just going to get better, probably in months. I would say not a year, probably in months.
The PS4, on the other hand, feels more complete right now, which leaves little to the imagination for the future. It's done. What you buy is what you get.
Yeah. It's easy to imagine the possibilities when using the Xbox One, whereas the PS4, not really. I would think, again, it just seems, well, here's a system, and it plays games. Cool, you know?
Yeah, one of the strangest things is saying something to the Xbox, having it do it to you, and then, for some reason, myself wants to say thank you.
Well, that's because you're polite. You're very nice.
Like, turn the volume down. Turns the volume down. Thank you. But it doesn't talk back. Also, the Xbox One, we're looking forward to PC-like features. Using the Windows App Store, we can look forward to robust editing, tax software.
You can do your taxes.
We can do Excel.
What?
Other spread. This is how you know when you're an adult.
And there's a completely remoteless, controllerless interface. So if all those things, all these apps come out, and it all works as intended, Xbox One wins for the future outlook.
Only guess it's not done yet.
So overall, who wins 2013? Let's go around the room. Joel.
Machinima.
Xbox or PS4? Just answer. Xbox?
We all win.
Shut up. Pick one.
PlayStation 4.
Xbox.
PlayStation 4.
Ouya.
PC.
Well, you didn't yell at him.
That's because he's Adam Kovic.
Because mine was funny, Joel.
Fuck you, Adam. Machinima wins 2014.
That makes no sense. That's not even relevant.
It's 2013.
It's not relevant in the console race.
You listen to the whole episode, you dick.
Too bad. We have an app.
Shut up. I have a Steam machine to build.
So who do you think won? Xbox One or PS4?
While you guys argue about it, have a very happy and safe New Year's.
Please be safe. Please be safe. That's copyright. You can't sing that.
No, it's not true.
Working at the car wash. Working at the car wash, yeah.
With Assassin's Creed 4, have embraced and hopefully enjoyed the benefit of being on platform out the gate. Holy shit. Who typed that?
That was Rob. He wrote that.
Oh, okay.
Being on platform out of the gate.
Yeah. Out the gate.
Sure. That's more of his weird cricket talk.